All right, so boom. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because I think it's time to really be honest with ourselves. The Jello situation. See, Jello is in a safe space. The Charlotte Hornets believe in Jello so much, they had to trade up to get Jello in the G League draft, not the NBA draft. Because a lot of people in the ballverse are so delusional to the point they think the G League draft is the same as the NBA draft. It's not the same thing. Shout out to Omaha Casey Kings. You're a real one, and thanks for enlightening me on this. Because people think the G League draft is such a big deal. I even thought it at one point. Let's be open with ourselves. The difference between Jello fans, LaMelo fans, and Lonzo fans is this: Jello fans are ride or die, and they think Jello should get everything. But then there are ball fans, people like me. They like for me as a ball fan, I want the best for these brothers, and whatever they're okay with, I'm okay with. There was a point where LaMelo got benched for Ish Smith, and Ish Smith was playing the whole game. And when I said that JB needs to trust his franchise player, and one guy replies to me and be like, "Hey, LaMelo was the one who gave the order that he should not play because he wants Ish Smith to run the floor." It makes me understand that LaMelo's growing more as a leader, and the way I'm seeing it, he's gonna be that vocal leader of that locker room, and he's already taking Terry's spot as the vocal leader. So, what do you think? LaMelo is transitioning to a superstar, but that's not the case of this video. Because here's the real video that Gelo on the cusp. You see, before I bring Gelo to the center of the class and really bring him to the front, let me tell you the Hornets' development plan. You see, the Hornets are hell bent in their damn system that no matter what, they want to prove that their system is a success. That's why Gelo's in there in the first place. You see, the Hornets wants to develop an NBA star straight from the G League. They think they can be my hometown Raptors, that they did it with Siakam or Fred VanVleet. A straight up G League player developed into a star. Because remember, the Raptors have two franchise players. The reason why the Raptors wanted to get Lowry out, even though Lowry wanted to get out in the first place, was because they wanted to give VanVleet the keys. But they gave the keys to, guess who? Siakam. But the keys to the offense is given to VanVleet. So now you understand? Good. Now we're good. Now let me now be honest with everybody, because a lot of you would hate me for this, but I have to be honest. Gelo's interview when he said he was 11 plays, and the interviewer Rev, it broke everything down. But of course, to the FlySport TV crew, you say there he's an amateur or something else. He's not. I respect a person who's been there, who's in there in person, more than I would believe just myself, just criticizing without actually having an in-person source. But because there's an in-person source, let me give reference to Rev and DKM for a great research. The truth is this: Gelo's in a good spot. They've already explained that a coach, I've said it himself, that the thing is this: the coach will tell these guys the amount of minutes they'll get, what he expects from them, and what their development plan is. The development plan for Charlotte is to develop a star player in the NBA from the G League. That's why they got Gelo. It's not just that the Swarm wanted Gelo. The Hornets wanted Gelo because they we could use his skill set. Because remember, the Hornets don't have enough shooters. Like, Bouknight is getting there, but Bouknight isn't the shooter like that. Oubre is inconsistent as hell, but Oubre is Oubre. He's good when he's good, but he's bad when he's bad. Like, that's Oubre for you. Ish Smith is good whenever you need him. Then the rest of the team, you have to just hope they're good, because the only bright spot in the rest of that team is LaMelo Ball. The the G League situation is not that. Gelo is not a bright spot. The thing is this: is that look at it. Let me give you a dose of reality. Cameron McGriff got a 10-day over Gelo. That's just to tell you the reality that LeVar needs to stop being a distraction in these boys' lives. You see, NBA teams, NFL teams, they don't like control freaks. And they see LeVar as that. Instead of LeVar to be like, why not I just show these guys that I'm not that guy? You don't need a reality show to show them. You show them in your attitude towards the media, towards how the media portrays you. You don't go to the media and telling them, hey, I met with a VP of this. You big dummy. You know who? Lonzo already had the talk with the coach. He already told the coach what he wants. And to be honest, Billy Donovan is a freaking point guard coach, bro. Sometimes he let Lonzo have his way. Sometimes he let Levine, DeRozan have their ways. Because he's a player's coach. And I'm happy for that. Gelo is playing for a similar thing. You see, rookie coaches, I don't try to give them a hassle. I let them develop. It's this first year with him. I'm going to let him develop. I'm going to let him relax. JB, I negated his first 2 years in the NBA because he's not going to know much. Like, JB's first 2 seasons wasn't coaching a full NBA season. Even JB's first time in 2018, he wasn't coaching a full NBA season. 2019, I would say, then I should start criticizing because he was coaching a full NBA season. Understand, I would only count years where JB has coached for a full season or half season. But a quarter season? Nope. Don't count to me. Now here's why. JB's still a bad coach. He's still shit. Let's be honest with ourselves. But Melo's leadership and the team willingness to improve and listen to his leadership is improving the team. And if Melo keeps that up, everybody will want to come and play with him. But that's not the point. The point is this: teams don't like control freaks. There was a woman who was the reason our son never got in the NFL ever again. And to be honest, it's a recent story. I don't know her name or her son's name, but her son played in the NFL. Her son got kicked off the NFL because of her and her antics because she's trying to pull a LeVar Ball. And I'm sorry to bring LeVar here, but he's got to be a truth. Her son was trying to get into the pros, and she was like, you can't, this, that. What did that guy? Got kicked off. This is why John Moran's dad isn't being dragged through the mud. Even John Moran's dad isn't being respected more in the NBA than LeVar ever was. And he's black. Is he not? Is it not a black man? This man was a part of the reason why Ja loved Memphis. He's part of the reason why Ja got drafted to Memphis. He was a key reason why Ja even wanted to stay in Memphis, bro. Because he just focused on his own son and his son's development. He never focused on hurting the team. Even look at Wardell Del Curry. Do you see Del Curry going at the media on the Megatron and being like, my son deserves more minutes. My son ain't role play. You think Del Curry goes like that? You think Del Curry does that? Let me just say it again. NBA teams don't really appreciate control freaks or controlling figures. They appreciate father figures that just focuses on their kids' development and let the team do their thing. Then you can let your son criticize the team, not you. When they see you do it, they see you as the enemy. You're an enemy to their establishment. That's the thing. You see, 90% of the Ball family criticizers are all saying this. They can't stand LeVar and the Ball fan base because the Ball fan base is most of them are always about forcing the issue, trying so hard to press for their favorite player. And I've been in that case, but I've opened my eyes and see that it's not just the thing is not the VAR. When Jello said he's learning plays, it made me understand that it's not the coach or the team. It's Jello himself not understanding the coach's plays. When he gets to fully grasp the coach's plays, you'll see him get 20 to 30 minutes. You'll see him get more minutes. So let's be calm. But see, let me tell you the truth. The more we scream and go at their social media and spam their account, the more we're telling Jello, you're gonna get less minutes. We want you to get less minutes. Because let me tell you, these teams punishes the dad's offense or the fan's offense on the player. If a player, the only exception was LeBron, Curry, and the rest of the superstars, but anybody else, they put it on the person. That's why you see that Patrick Mahomes play bad in certain areas, and he doesn't, and he does in other areas. When his brother is not on social media, Patrick Mahomes have a good game. But his brother is on the bad news. Patrick Mahomes have a good game. I mean, think about it. Bad news, Jackson Mahomes. Great game, Patrick Mahomes. Good news, I mean, bad game, Patrick Mahomes. But good news, Jackson Mahomes. Good news, Patrick Mahomes. You see the thing? Teams takes the punishment of a family member or a fan on the player. That's why we cannot be going at the players because these guys have scouts. Their scouts watch us. They watch what we say. So sometimes we just have to be calm and we want to press them. Let's press them, but let's do it with common sense. Okay? Like we gotta chill. See, it's the organization's job is to put the best product on the floor, but the organization's job is also to do their job without actually any distractions. And they see LeVar as a distraction. And the more circus LeVar brings, the more problems he brings for his sons. The less circus, the more time his sons get the love. Alonzo would have been still be given the keys if LeVar wasn't a distraction. You see that when Lonzo got traded and LeVar wasn't in the picture too much, Lonzo had a great season. 15 points in his second season. He had an improvement season. He keeps getting better. Lonzo had his highest field throw percentage in his final year with New Orleans. Lonzo's having his best season in Chicago because LeVar isn't a distraction anymore. Okay? Let's be real with ourselves. Let's chill, okay? It's time to chill.